What is up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, Crypto FUD. And let's jump right into this. Sorry, I'm a little bit late tonight, but we're here. What's going on, Alejandro, Owen, Troy, Nico? What's going on, guys? Rug, you finally made it, bro. What's going on, man? Well, I hope everybody had a great and safe weekend. I know this weekend was kind of just a big bore fest, but, you know, it is what it is. Nothing that was unexpected. I kind of pretty much pre-warned you guys on what was happening this weekend and what we had to look forward to today, and what I still think is kind of going to happen for the next few days as we approach this FOMC meeting. And let's just jump right into it. So before we start off, guys, make sure you guys hit that like. Let's send the algorithm to algorithm gods, and hopefully we can bring in more investors to Milady, NFK, and any of these projects that we're looking in that we are invested in. So, again, let's jump right into this. Hope you guys had a great day today. Monday is over with. That's the good news, right? Yesterday we were talking about Sunday. Sunday's bittersweet, right? You wake up, Sundays are good, and then you're kind of thinking at the same time, you're like, oh, man, tomorrow's Monday. Fridays and Saturdays are usually better days, right? If you don't work on the weekends. All right, well, I work every day, right? Because I'm here bringing you guys this all. So, Bitcoin today. If you guys remember yesterday when we had our stream, I was calling for Bitcoin to possibly come back down and retest the 61.6. We didn't necessarily come all the way down to that level, but we did come damn close. A hair right over at around 61,780 to be exact. Since then, we've been on a slight little run, and I'm going to zoom in on the charts. So for here, you can see Bitcoin technically right now is at around 63,800. Looks like it's going on a nice little rally. I'm a little upset because I was still being greedy and I didn't buy back in on Milady yet. I still can buy in right now and get a better position, but I was watching all day today for Milady, and we're going to look at the charts here in a second. But so Bitcoin right now, all day today, you can see we've kind of been sitting below this 20-day moving average, and technically I'm gonna zoom in real quick a little bit more. We were forming a bear flag. You guys always know we're always talking about bull flags, right? Bull flags are usually when you have the flagpole and we have a descending channel, right? A downward channel usually plays towards the upside. You can see we were forming a bear flag, which is pretty much the opposite of a bull flag, and we did actually play out where we broke out of that bear flag towards the downside, coming down towards around 62,500. But since then, I don't know what's happened, but we're starting to take off. You guys already know the crypto FUD effect is real. I mean, we're just proving it right now. Have you guys not seen all day the charts weren't really doing much? We were actually coming down. No FUD goes live, and look what happens. I'm telling you guys, the no FUD effect is real. It is real, guys. I'm just kidding. But nice to see Bitcoin kind of getting a little bit of a burst. Now we are zoomed in, so don't get your panties all like, oh yes, we're pumping to the moon. I do think it's going to be slightly short-lived for the most part, but I do have a couple articles that are saying that this FOMC meeting might be a little volatile, but we have some big things ahead of us that could be shooting Bitcoin right up to where we need her. For Milady, what I was talking about is we came down, and I actually was not the 5 minutes that I didn't look at the chart, we broke down to this 15.4. I swear I would have bought in right there at this level that I was waiting at. We actually broke right below this level that I've had marked at the 15.5. We broke down to the 15.4, and you can see just like Bitcoin, Milady is having a positive run right now, running up. She did run up to about 17, got rejected, and you can see she's basically, let me see here. What is this fib right here? I think this is the, it's not the 618. Yeah, it is 618. So you can see she basically hit her head technically on the 618 right now and was rejected as of right now. So we'll see if we are going to continue to push past this 618. But, you know, like I keep telling you guys and what we've been covering for the last few days, the last week, this FOMC meeting is looming. We're only 2 days away from it, and I do still think that even if we do see some nice runs, I think it's going to be short-lived for right now just because we do have this meeting, you know, right on the cuffs of the next few days, and we're going to be dealing with this stuff. So Now, let's look at a couple things here. As far as the crypto bubbles for the day, what's crazy is literally probably 20, 30 minutes ago when I'm setting up the stream, this was all red. This was literally all red, other than H&T Helium was the only thing that was actually green. And now you can see for the day, oh, yeah, I'm looking at the day. For the day, you can see it's technically some greens have been popping up. Now we have Athena, which we haven't talked about Athena since it's kind of the first week or two once it debuted. Sui up 7%. Ondo, Craig, you in the house? Ondo's up 1%. You have Lido. And Bitcoin's up 1%. With BONK. Wormhole. So you can see projects are slightly in the green. Nothing too crazy as of right now, but they look like they're trying to recover. If you look at the hourly, though, this shows you kind of what the markets are doing as we speak right now. As we speak right now, right? Because things can change. This is the hourly, and you can see it's pretty much all green other than Safe is red. I feel bad for Safe, right? But who cares? Looks like for Milady's market cap right now, we are sitting at around 121 million. We've been kind of hovering around that for the last day or two, around that 120, 130. So I think we're going to continue to stay there. I honestly, like I've been telling you guys, I really don't expect a big drop as far as us coming up to the FOMC meeting. I don't think that we're going to see this big drop like we're going to see, like a 10% candle to the bottom for Bitcoin. I just think it's going to be some volatility. And volatility really means some up and down movement. The markets are unsure. But as we get past this FOMC meeting, because everything's written in, we already know that the Feds are going to do a pause, right? We already know that they're going to do a pause. What I've been saying is the wordage. That's what we're going to have to take out of the FOMC meeting. The wordage is really what we're looking for. Are they going to be dovish or are they going to be hawkish? Alejandro, thank you so much. He said, you're the best crypto streamer, bro. I appreciate that, man. I really do. That makes me feel good, man. I thank you so much for the $2 super chat, brother. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, man, you let me know, all right? Thank you again, dude. Let me jump right in here. So I said Troy, Nico, Rugged. He said he bought some NFK. Nice. And you bought in on NFK at a good time, bro. We've been kind of hovering around where we're at right now. And we have some big things going. That's why I was literally late to the stream today, because we had a big meeting with some big people that are going to be helping us with marketing and stuff like that. So, I mean, we are in the back scenes. Honestly, I was talking to a couple people, and I'm like, bro, I didn't realize how much it takes to really run a freaking crypto project, along with, the YouTube channel and everything else that's going on in your daily, right? I'm like, woof, meetings every day. It's all day, every day, and we're not going to give up until we get up to the moon. So definitely a good time to buy in my opinion. Buy that dip, right? Gina, what's going on, girl? James said, sup, Crypto FUD, Jazzy presents, let's go. Gang, I've been buying. How about you? Dude, you know what? I should have caught the bottom this morning. I'm a little bit upset, but I'm not upset yet, right? I still do think there's going to be a little bit more opportunities as we continue the next few days. So we'll see how that goes. Nico said, all good, bro. Busy shopping around the market. Nice, dude. And Cowie, what's going on, bro? He said, yo, FUD, just got here. What's the latest? We're covering it, bro. We're gonna dive right into it. Night of Eternity, what's going on, bro? Slow DCAing all month. That's the right there. That's like the best thing that you can do. Honestly, it's just slowly but surely just keep adding to the bags. Don't worry about the FUD, right? Because we're no FUD, and I mean that seriously. Don't worry about the FUD. Take the emotions to the side and just focus on the long-term goal, right? And that's getting money. Let's see here. Tim said, thanks for doing all you do. Keep us up to date on crypto world. I appreciate it. And I'm telling you, it's mutual, dude. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I really do. Fajerio said, call. We're actually going to cover call here in a second. Call's been killing it, dude. Let me see here. Craig with the Milady. Nico said, thanks to FUD. This year's looking bombastic. Fajerio, what's going on? Jordan, what's going on, brother? Loft. Mic's always low, then commercials blast my speakers. Really? Is my mic low? Let me see. Let me see if I can turn up let me see if my volume's turned up. It seems to be up. Maybe I need to literally put the mic a millimeter from my mouth. Does this seem like I'm talking louder now? Let me know. Is anybody else having audio issues? Am I talking low? Rug said membership next. Make sure, that reminds me, make sure you guys, if you guys haven't already, I see majority of you guys are green. Everybody that's green in the chat is getting an airdrop in literally like 5 days from now. We're doing a big airdrop. Again, this is going to be our second airdrop for NFK. It's going to be for the members only, so it's only $5 to join. Make sure you guys hit that join button and come join us. Last airdrop, we dropped $15, right? We had a lot less members at the time. We've literally tripled in members since the last month, but that last airdrop, when we did drop it, if you were to catch the high that we just hit on all-time highs recently in NFK, you would have been up like 4x on just that $15, just holding on to it. So definitely a nice little play. So we have a big drop coming this weekend, I believe. Yeah, this Saturday. So make sure you guys hit that join button, and all you have to do is have a Solana wallet, which we can walk you through during the members only stream, as far as if you do not have a Solana. So Owen said, been listening to your live ever since I found your channel. Good thing they allow earpods at work. Thank you, Crip. No worries, bro. I'm glad that you're able to get knowledge while you're working. That's awesome, dude. Jojo in the house, what's going on? Jordan, I love the emojis, bro. I need to add some more emojis on there. I'm probably going to do that tonight for you guys for tomorrow. Jer, that's my boy Jer, but we call him Blue in there. You're my boy, Blue. Good evening, fam. He says, buy your NFK NFTs. That's right. I need to pull the link up here. Thank you so much, Jer, for bringing that up. And Jordan said the audio is better now. Vajeria said, I don't mind putting my volume on full blast as long as it's crypto. There we go. That's awesome. All right, so let's just jump right into this here. So a couple of things that I do want to tackle, and then we can look at a lot of the DeFi projects, because I don't know what's going on, but Cronos' DeFi has like woken up out of nowhere, and they've been freaking killing it lately. I know in the Discord, everybody's been like talking about all their, like Ryoshi and Call and Mary and all these projects that have been up like hundreds of %. And I'm like, man, what's going on with Cronos? We're going to check that out here in a second. So a couple things I want to jump in. So North Korea looks like Lazarus Group allegedly laundered over $200 million in stolen crypto from 2020 to 2023. And if you guys know anything about North Korea and their hackers, they're damn good at what they do, and they're so good. The reason is because they're, and I'm not dissing anything or anybody like that. You guys know we're not political. We're not on any sides. I'm just saying from what I've gathered is North Korea, because they have a lot of sanctions against their country, unfortunately, that their government actually backs a lot of these hacker groups and provides them whatever they need to get the job done. And these guys go out there and they kill it. And a big spot that they're exploiting right now, and they've been exploiting, is crypto, unfortunately, right? So, and they're not coming after you and I. They're coming after like the big institutions. They're coming after big projects. A lot of founders. Like we heard XRP, the founder got hacked on his actual wallet. This was like probably 5 months ago. Charles Hopkins, I don't know if I pronounced his last name, but from Cardano, he got hacked recently, like probably about a year ago, from his main wallet. A lot of these people, they're getting hacked, and I can guarantee that maybe not all of it, but a lot of it's coming from groups and actors similar to this right here. So you can see that North Korea, Lazarus Group allegedly laundered $200 million worth of crypto into fiat currency between August 2020 and October 2023, according to the April 29th investigative report by Crypto Sloth. The investigation explained over 25 exploits across the various blockchains and traced illicit gains funds through mixers. Mixers is kind of like what that tornado financing was, where they just shut it down, where pretty much you could use that tornado. Let's say you have a wallet that you don't want anyone to know what you're doing. You can use these, basically these mixers, and it will literally like scramble all your transactions to where you cannot trace them anymore. They're trying to stop it because it's like 99.99% used by people that are scamming or hacking, and they know it's just something that they need to get rid of if crypto is going to survive, right? So let's see here. So peer-to-peer marketplaces and centralized exchanges to show how the funds were removed from the crypto ecosystem. Let's see here. So the illicit funds were obtained through were obtained through over 25 crypto hacks allegedly orchestrated by the Lazarus Group, which has gained infamy since its emerge in 2009. The group reportedly stole over $3 billion in crypto assets over the 6 years leading to 2023. $3 billion in 6 years? Holy crap. That is insane. That is honestly insane. You know, it stinks because, you know, a lot of it puts a bad rep on crypto. It really does. It puts a bad rep on crypto. So let's just, you know, be careful out there, right? If anybody's trying to get your wallet, not even your wallet really, because your wallet's fine, right? Because you can go on to these exchanges, right? And you can see what wallets are, right? You can literally click in on on any of these ecosystems and get wallets. It's not really the wallets per se. It's really, getting they can do that. The hack your phone, your two-step verification. They get into your emails, stuff like that. That they put that spamware inside your phones or your computers and stuff like that. That's how they end up getting you. So be careful out there, and be careful if anybody sends you a link to click into. That's usually the beginning of what happens as far as being scammed. So, but on to some good news, and then we're going to jump into DeFi. Bitcoin wavers around 63,000, awaiting Hong Kong spot crypto ETF debut. So you guys know we were covering this. I swear I was one of the first YouTubers. Nah, maybe not, but when we dropped this news article, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, it literally was like fresh off the press right when we went live. So I was able to kind of just drop it immediately about Hong Kong releasing ETFs that were pretty much already, at that time, they were already getting word that it was already set in stone for Ethereum and for Bitcoin. Well, they already did get accepted. Now we're kind of just waiting for it to roll out. And the reason why it's such a big deal, right? Because believe it or not, America's not the states aren't the only the country to have ETFs for Bitcoin. You have ETFs for other in other countries for Bitcoin and Ethereum, but unfortunately they're not as potent as you would say as the states, right? And I would say the next big market that would be almost just as important and potent would be something like China, Hong Kong, due to the mass population. And we all know that side of the world, the Asian community over there, which we love, they love crypto, right? They love technology, they love crypto. And I was explaining to you guys, over in China particularly, I was doing my research, and a lot of investors are looking for something that's not necessarily intertwined with their actual country or their government. And what I mean by that is, if you go back 10 years ago, a status of wealth in China was how many properties do you own, how many houses, condos do you own, right? Well, we all know about those ghost cities, and a lot of people lost a lot of money because a lot of these big investors were buying multiple properties that weren't even built yet, and then a lot of these companies that were building the projects went bankrupt. So, and with all that, they lost a lot of money. A lot of people are looking for a different avenue that's not necessarily owned by any particular country. They don't want to put their money necessarily in the U.S. stock market. So what's the next biggest thing? Bitcoin. You can also say, maybe gold, but you guys have already heard me go on my rant for like 3 days on how much I really, not that I dislike gold, but I think that gold is so manipulated. And I think I've already said the analogy where I can almost guarantee that like Mount Everest is like hollow, and there's like the biggest gold mound hiding in that mountain, and they have to hide all that gold because they have to keep the supply and demand up, right? So they can't have massive gold just floating the markets, or it's going to dilute the price. Doesn't that make sense? So what would you do if you are some of these Jamie Dimons and all these other people that own massive amount of gold. Well, you're going to make sure that gold and diamonds too, you're going to make sure all that stuff doesn't get into the market. So they buy it up and hide it is what I'm just speculating, right? I have my tinfoil hat right now on and I'm just speculating, but that's something you can't do with Bitcoin. Even though all the gold guys will sit there and till they're blue in the face and tell you that, they can just put more Bitcoin in circulation, not even understanding that this is already written. The programs are already written. You can't do anything that changes Bitcoin circulation is a fork, right? Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, all these, they're off of the Bitcoin code that's been ran or written, but they have a fork in it because they wanted to do something else, like maybe add more circulating supply or whatever the case may be. It's not Bitcoin anymore, right? Now you're talking about a different project. So, the gold guys always have that same kind of argument, but it's not true. So despite muted anticipation for the new product and exclusive of one of the issuers reportedly expects that the first day insurance of the Hong Kong offerings will exceed the U.S. debut in January. You hear that? They're saying that the Hong Kong ETF, the inflows, is going to outperform the States. And you know what? I hope it does, because something like that is going to absolutely blow Bitcoin up. I mean, imagine right now we're at 64,000. Bitcoin is on a nice little run here, but we're at 64,000. Imagine if we stay around these areas, or even if we dare break above 64.9 and we're getting back up towards the 70s, and the ETFs debut and they actually have a well-performing, start off. It's going to be awesome. It honestly is. It's going to be awesome. So let's see here. So crypto markets were lower across the board, with Bitcoin wavering around 63,000 as an upcoming Hong Kong crypto spot exchange traded fund ETF debut has failed to spark excitement among investors, right? BTC drifted lower during the day from 64,000 over the weekend, slipping briefly to 61.8 before recovering to just near 63,000 at the U.S. afternoon hours. The largest crypto by market value has recently changed hands at 63,000, down about 1% in the 24 hours, holding up better than broad market CD20, which lost 3% over the same period. Most altcoin majors also gave up their weekend gains, with Ethereum, Solana, Dogecoin declining around 4 to 6%. So we won't get into it too much. Let's see here. I am very confident that the initial listing scale of Hong Kong's virtual asset spot ETF can exceed the insurance scale on the first day of the United States. That's big right there. That's big. So hopefully, even if it doesn't exceed, even if it just matches or does something, comes around what we saw, the inflows when we first started with the ETFs. I'm telling you guys, I think it's going to be a big deal. And I've been saying this since we got news. Since we broke news, I was saying this. I said, guys, listen, this could be a very big thing for Bitcoin. I really do. I do believe it. I honestly do. So we'll see how this plays out. All right. Let's see here. So what do we got? Like 50 people here. 21 likes. Oh my gosh, guys. Come on. Guys, is the audio bad? Because Loft keeps complaining, saying that the audio is down. Please tell me my audio is good so I can tell him to turn his damn volume up. Frank said, "You're my boy, Blue." Red Rum said, "Hey, Pumpkin." Who are you talking to, Red Rum? Jordan said, "Call's taken off." Let's see. So BP said he hears me loud and clear. Randy said, "Not today, but sometimes it's low." Now you guys got me thinking. I wonder why it's low. Maybe I need to upgrade the mic. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I'll make sure to talk really loud. I'll scream in the mic if I have to. So let's check out a couple things. So call. First thing, call. We'll jump into it because everybody keeps talking about it. Call is actually on a nice run, and you know what? It's so close from eating up. It already ate that zero. Look at that. Did it actually hit the zero, or did it get rejected right at that zero? Dude, it got rejected right before it ate that zero. You guys see this? Right at the 9998. Literally 2 points before it ate that zero, it got rejected. I'm almost certain that it's most likely going to break that zero. We'll see. It's probably seeing a lot of sell pressure right now just because it's so close to eating up that zero. You guys know when you eat up a zero, it's a mental kind of spot that's going to give you that that rejection, not rejection, but that resistance. It's just like when you're at like 99 cents and you get to that dollar. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, I gotta sell. It's at $1." But at 99 cents, they're like, "I'm holding. I'm diamond hands over here." It goes to $1, and they're like, "I'm selling." Right? It's those mental kind of barriers that these projects get to, and it looks like breaking that one, eating that zero, and going to 6 zeros is going to be a spot where it's probably going to need to retest multiple times. So Frank said it did eat the zero. I don't know, bro. On mine it said, let me zoom in. Let's zoom in because Frank's saying it did eat the zero. Nah, bro, it did not. Not on mine. It didn't. Khalil said he's so glad he bought that call dip. BP said they're going deaf. Rug said audio is fine. Yep, BP already said he hears me loud and clear. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Lazy, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Yeah, but that's crazy. So call is technically at all-time highs right when it jumped up. I mean, it's still technically, it's up there right now. So curious to see what happens here. Like I said, I'm sure you're going to have a little bit of a sell-off. You might come back down and retest this 97 mark right here where you kind of hit your head on, and then maybe you go on another run. But call is killing it. Honestly, it's impressed me because, I was telling you guys, let's jump in for Krob, which, I didn't mean to compare it to Krob because Krob, unfortunately doesn't have as big as a community as call. I underestimated it, and I was comparing it only because Krob got listed on crypto.com as well, and look what it's doing. It's been having, making lower highs as it just basically continues every day. And I wasn't saying that was necessarily going to happen for call, but I was just pre-warning everybody. I was like, you know what, not necessarily. You jump onto on a new exchange like crypto.com, and it's a plus, but it also can be, at the same time, it runs up so fast, you can see a lot of sell pressure. And now you have a lot more people switching hands on call because you just now, got probably hundreds of thousands of people that are investing in the project just because you just dropped on crypto.com. So let's see here. So another project that's been absolutely killing it is Mary. Mary has been doing really well, sticking around its all-time highs for right now, looking, just decent. Real quick, we gotta call this out. Looks like Lazy just came in, and my boy just blessed 10 people. Who's getting them all? My boy just blessed 10 people with memberships. Lazy, I appreciate that, brother. You're gonna kill my pockets, man. We got an airdrop coming up this weekend. That's 10 extra people now that are gonna be getting an airdrop, bro. I appreciate that, Lazy. Thank you so much. And if you guys are able to, make sure you guys say thank you to Lazy because he didn't have to do that whatsoever. But that's a big move right there, boss. We have to call you Boss Lazy around here, bro. Appreciate that, dude. So Lazy, I'm reading your comments. So he's saying that they're talking about big news about the third listing for call. And I'm glad that you reminded me about that because, believe it or not, I'm actually not in the Discord. But my boy BP is in the Discord, and he's always dropping that knowledge in the Discord, in our Discord, about what's going on in their Discord, right? And the word is on the street, and that's why I think call's pumping like crazy. Is that they're about to be getting listed on another exchange. And you guys remember, like a week ago, when we found out that they were about to get listed on crypto.com, if you remember, they got listed on Bitmart, if I'm not mistaken, last week. And this week, 2 weeks ago, Bitmark, last week, crypto.com. And I was like, listen, guys, when I was talking about comparing them to Krob, which wasn't doing good, I was like, listen, if call can continue this right here where they just keep rolling out with good news, they can keep the hype running, right? And that's exactly what they've been doing. Their devs, I've always said this from the beginning. I was like, I salute my hat because, we're running a crypto project as well, and they're doing damn good. And I know in the back scenes what it takes to really run a successful company, a successful token. It's literally like running a company. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of people. They're going to come and go, right? Some of them are going to fold. Some of them you're going to make even better friends and family out of it. But what I'm getting to is it can get stressful, right? But these guys kept building and building and building. You guys, if we look back at the charts, call wasn't just a straight up move. It feels like it was, but there was a lot of big dips like this up and as they were running, but they kept it moving, and now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to roll out good news, week on week. So definitely shout out to them, and thank you, Lazy, for the for all the memberships and reminding me about that. Yeah, so that's a big thing right there. If and when they get listed on another exchange, that's going to keep the hype just rolling for this project. Definitely. A couple people were telling me, they were like, man, do you think that call can outtake Milady in market cap? And they were asking me this when call was at like 30 million. And I was like, bro, I mean, I'm not saying they can't take him out, but I'm like, you're comparing a $30 million project to a project that's technically down right now that's at around 150. Remember, this was 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, I'm not going to say yes or no right now. Anything can happen, but I'm like, it's really not comparable right now. Well, fast forward 2 weeks, where we're at right now, call is knocking on $80 million door for the Cronos network, right? Milady right now is at 124. They're really not far away from each other. They're really not far away from each other whatsoever. So, obviously we want to see our Milady love it. We want to see our beloved Milady kill it, and she's going to. Nothing is going to change about what I expect Milady's going to do. Milady's is already on major exchanges, and she's going to be. Milady's next moves are absolutely power moves as far as getting onto Binance and stuff like that. Call has to still come up the ladder, but they are absolutely killing it. They really are, right? So I'm going to hop off of Call's nuts for right now, and we're going to keep it moving. Did you guys see this new project that actually jumped out recently? I think it's only 4 hours. It's Push. It's on what is that? HBAR? I guess I always forget how to really pronounce the swap, but a new project that just dropped. It's literally under $1 million market cap. It's up 2,000% right now. So they're definitely on a nice little run. I would keep an eye on this. It looks like they're affiliated with Ryoshi. You guys know Ryoshi's been absolutely killing it. A lot of guys in the Discord, were talking about Ryoshi when it was down here, and now they're all reaping the benefits as far as this big move. We actually had somebody in the Discord that's actually part of the dev team. Not going to name any names, but somebody that was on the dev team that was literally what I think you were at like top 5 wallets for Ryoshi. My boy literally picked up. He had so much Ryoshi, was holding like a chunk of the circulating supply of Ryoshi, like something insane. Was just believed in the project, and I'm sure he's still holding, but believing in the project and buying in on these lows. And you can see how that played out. Went straight crazy. So let me see here. Frank asked, "Am I back in on call, bro?" I'm not, bro. I really am not. I really messed up. I literally messed up, guys, on call. I know you guys already know, and I've said this plenty of times. I bought in on call when it was at a $500,000 market cap. Freaking, it's at $76 million, guys. That was like 160x right there that I missed out on. I'm not even gonna front with you guys. Like it hurts. It really does. It hurts, honestly. And I did this for a small gain. I bought in. I thought I made out like a bandit. I put like 500 in when it was at like 500,000. Had like 700 billion, and I sold for like a 4 or 5 grand, move. And now I'm looking back and I'm like, damn, like why did I do that just for this small little gain? And I just tell you guys this because learn from my mistakes. you know. But you know what? Why I don't lose sleep over it, even though it hurts, and I'm not lying. It literally, I look at it and I'm like, I can't even believe I did this. And I was telling this to a lot of people that were feeling the same way about other projects. You're gonna get other opportunities. I can guarantee it. When it was DeFi season back in 2021, we haven't even got into DeFi season. These projects are going to be coming. They're going to be pumping in. They're going to be there's going to be massive gains in these projects. You're going to have so much potential on making some moves. So don't kick yourself, right? Don't go chasing. You know, obviously, if you're long term on the project, you know, then so be it. But I'm telling you, there's always going to be other chances as far as buying in on a lot of these projects, or any new projects that we don't even know exist yet that are going to be dropping. So always keep that in mind. You know, you can't go back in the past, right? Because if I could, obviously we all would go back and buy Bitcoin at, you know, $1, right? I think that whenever you talk to a crypto person and they're like, if you could go back in time, what would you do? And we all say the same thing. I would have bought Bitcoin at $1. You know, I would have bought Shiba when it was at like $1 million market cap, right? Something like that. Lazy, oh yeah, I know who you are. You telling BP that? I know who you are, bro. Oh, you're talking to BP. Nice. I see all those blue wrenches in the house. We might need to get Lazy a little wrench. My boy's been killing it. Frank said, Milady love to the moon. Eller, tomorrow the ETFs will start being selling on Hong Kong. Let's see if Milady goes up. And that might be the reason why we see Bitcoin really trying to run, because technically with the whole FOMC meeting coming up, and we have literally, this is the clock that we have. It's literally in 1 day and 18 hours, right? So technically on Wednesday is when we have the FOMC meeting. You know, with that looming around, and we all know that they're going to do another pause, you would think the market necessarily wouldn't be like, you know, crashing or anything like that, but it just would be doing what it's been doing the last few days. But what's crazy is we're getting a little bit of a pump right now in the market, and I do truly believe, just like Eller was saying, I do truly believe that the ETFs are going to be a big deal, and they're helping run in this price. So. Sorry, I had to help my dog out. She was like looking at me like, help. Yeah, I know you're talking to BP, bro. No worries. BP, bro, he said he got in on call at 750,000 market cap and still standing. I know, bro. I'm like I said, bro, ain't nothing but love. I honestly feel great not being like I'm the one that told you guys, but I just feel great that we dropped it in the Discord. And you guys, you know, you held on, and even though I'm not even mad. I mean, I made bread off of it, right? So you can't be mad about that. I'm happy that you guys, a lot of you guys are still holding, and I know some of you guys are holding some solid bags, and it's almost getting to like life-changing money, you know. So definitely happy for you guys, and I'm happy that I was a part of, you know, getting you guys involved with that stuff. So bringing back up the FOMC meeting, we have 2 days until it drops, you know, Wednesday. You can see the market's pretty much at a certain 96% of the market is pretty much saying that we already know there's going to be absolutely no Fed ease, meaning there's going to be no reduction in interest rates. We already know that they're going to pause, and we're going to probably see pauses for the next few meetings, probably towards the end of this year or the beginning of 2025. And let's look. So we already know what the next in 2 days what that's going to bring. But look, if you guys can remember, when we brought these numbers up probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, it was a little bit split. There was like 30% calling for somewhat of a Fed ease on interest rates coming up. This is in June. Now look at it. Almost 90% are calling for a pause. So you can see the markets are really, and look at this. We're getting to July, 70%, and I'm almost certain, depending on if the CPI reports that come out, this number could end up increasing, because Unfortunately, we don't want to hear it, but inflation has been slowly trickling back up. It really has. It's been slowly trickling back up. I don't think it's going to spike, but I just think that we're going through a period where it's almost like a bounce, where we got down, we're bouncing a little bit, and we're going to probably, in the next few months, we'll probably start coming back down continuously, though. So I think that's what the markets are kind of waiting for. We're all the way out to September, towards the end of the year, and you can see that's when the numbers start to fluctuate a little bit, and these numbers will change very rapidly as we continue to move on. But for right now, you see 41% calling for a pause. This is in September. 44% are saying some kind of a reduction, anywhere from 0.5 to 0.25%. And then you have these crazy people of 12% that are calling for some kind of a 75 point reduction in interest rates, which I do not think is going to happen at all. I don't think they're going to do a big reduction like 75. I think they're going to, when we do finally start seeing the reductions in interest rates from the feds, it's going to be 0.5s increments is what I'm thinking. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays out, guys. Let me pull up real quick there we go. All right, so if you guys been living under a rock, you guys know we dropped the No FUD Koala NFTs. We dropped the NFTs, and I'm going to put the link in the chat. If you guys are interested, they're only $5 to mint. $5 to mint. So we started the price off very low. We wanted to make sure that they were obtainable for everybody, right? You know, and it's not even, you know, it's not like a big money maker. And anything that, any funds that are made, so we've already sold over 300, about 338 to be exact. This is our, I think, third day that we've been live as far as for the NFTs. All that money that gets made is getting put right back into our NFK project. And you guys can see right now, someone was asking me or telling me that they just bought in on NFK, which honestly right now we're at a solid price. If you can see, we've had these massive swings. This right here is a buy zone for NFK, and you can see where we're at right now. We're destined to probably go on another swing, so it's a good buy area for NFK right now. So, and I can't spill the beans, but we have some big things coming for the project, and those swings are going to start becoming very little and less because our market cap and liquidity is about to skyrocket for NFK. So, you heard it first. But I just pinned the let me put this on the top. You guys can see if you want to support the channel, support the token, other than buying in and making money off the token, which a lot of people have been doing a little bit more than I want you guys to. I'm just kidding. But if you guys are interested, jump in, click the link. All you have to do is connect your Solana wallet, and you guys can jump in on the collection. And there's a lot of rares amongst the collection. And I think I don't have the link, but we do have it in the Discord where I think you can go somewhere on here and it'll show you the rarity of any of the NFTs that you buy. You can see if you have any legendaries or whatever the case may be. But definitely some dope koalas. And you guys can see what my collection is. I believe my wallet is connected. Let me see here. Profile. My NFTs. Shout out to BP. So I only have 3 for right now. I need to get my game up because we have some people in the Discord that have like 20, 30 of them. But these are my 3. Don't be screenshotting my stuff. Don't be doing that. These are mine right here. These are mine. But I think out of these, my favorite one's probably going to be this one right here with the jersey. Even though I'm sure he's probably not a rare, but it just seems like it fits me the best. Hat, jersey. I don't have big ears, but we'll call it big ears, and he's tan. Oh, he said Soulflare wallet shows a rarity. Nice. BP said, I think I got like 35 or 40. Ay. BP said, man, if my calls weren't recorded, I'd be selling NFK and our NFTs, right? Your boss would hit you up and be like, BP, we heard your phone call earlier. What the hell are you selling to the customers, bro? You can't be selling them crypto. Lazy said, I gotta thank you though. I put in 350 kind of late and I'm up like 7 grand. Are you really, bro? Holy shit. Oh, for call. I thought you were talking about for NFK. I was like, damn, dude. It wouldn't surprise me with NFK. We had some people that jumped in early on NFK. They've been riding the swings. And I mean, like I said, you ain't never going to hear anything from me as far as like buying and selling. Obviously, I want you to hold Diamond Hand so we can just continue. We've already had our market cap up, all-time highs up to like 1.5 million. Obviously, we saw a lot of people taking profits, which, you know, it is what it is. You know, like I said, you know, we're gonna keep building. We're gonna get up to 100 million plus. So I mean, you know, if you're making your money right now, it is what it is, right? We're all here to do the same thing, get money. But yeah, so you're up 7 grand in call, bro. That's awesome, bro. I'm happy for you. Crypto James said, "Can I check out call?" Yeah, let's pull up call real quick. So holy crap. I told you guys that was going to be a big resistance spot right there. Look at that freaking red candle. Who did it? Let's look for the sale. Who the hell sold off like 100 grand? I guarantee $29,000 buy-in. Look at that. Somebody freaking sold the hell. Let's look for the dip. So 98. Wait, 98. 190,000 right here. Look at this. This person sold $190,000 right here. Bro, and that's 2 trillion. I almost had a whole trillion. Oh, it hurts. It literally, I'm not even lying, guys. It literally hurts. I can't believe I freaking sold. I can't believe it, bro. You live and you learn, right? I actually have that tattooed on me. You live and you learn, and I'm not even doing what I have tattooed on me, bro. Let's see here. BP said, I'm in call Discord, and they're over here talking about Binance listen. Now that would be crazy if they get listed before Milady. Now we can't have. I want call to do great, but we can't have them getting listed on Binance before Milady. We can't do that, bro. I'm gonna have to jump in that Discord. I'm gonna set them boys straight. Call Discord saying someone sold 190 and calling them a. Oh yeah, someone sold 190. But bro, let's see who this person is. Let's do some investigating. So this person was buying in from about a month ago. They were buying in. Look what they put in. They sold off 190, right? Look what they put in. 12, 6,000. That's 10.5. Let's see here. That's like 15. We'll call it 16. 20,500. About 25. They put in about $28,000 and they cashed out 190K, bro. Holy crap. And you can see when they bought in. Look at their buys. They bought in late too, bro. Like everybody on the Discord bought in way back there. Look at this. They bought, they sold. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. 190K. But you know what? That ain't nothing to that $400,000 sale. Adam said no FUD gave all the sauce in the Discord, bro. And you know what? I did drop call, you know what I'm saying, exclusive, right? But you guys are the ones that held on, put your own money in it, put your trust in it, and you guys are reaping the benefits. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't even take credit, you know, for all you guys making money. I can just it's like almost that analogy where you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't force them to drink it, right? Same thing with NFK. You know, I'm not BSing you guys. We are not stopping until we're at the top, right? You know, and that's pretty much probably the motivation that they had for call as well. So Ramirez came in with the $10 super chat. I appreciate that, bro. He's saying Milady? Question mark. Let's check her out. Oh, Milady's going on a nice little run. She's going on a nice little run. So some quick TA on Milady. So you can see she came down and bounced at this beautiful spot that we had as some support at the 15.5, which I should have freaking bought in right there, but I didn't. It is what it is. But you can see she did run up, and earlier in the stream, you guys remember she was hitting her head on this is the 618. She has technically broke above the 618. So what I will say about Milady is if she can hold and bounce off the 618, we're going to be running. The next spot for some solid resistance, though, is going to be that 17.8 right there. You can see we haven't necessarily hit our head. We did hit it one time. We broke above it, and we came right below it right here. So the next spot for some big spots for some resistance, I think if we're going to continue on this rally, is most likely going to be somewhere around the 17.8 as far as Milady. But if you were to ask me right now, is it a good time to buy? I would say, honestly, not a bad time. You can see that since our all-time high, we have retraced a good chunk as of now. We did break out of this trend from that all-time high when we were coming down. We broke out of the trend, but you can see we have started somewhat of another trend that will map out. But I do think, guys, it's like hit or miss this week. We have the FOMC meeting coming out, but we also have this ETF news that could potentially be a bigger drop than the United States ETF. If that's the case, I'm thinking that Bitcoin's going to start skyrocketing, and obviously Milady's is going to be following right behind it. So definitely big. Ramirez, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, brother. And if you have any more questions, let me know, dude. Let me know. And I'm seeing he said I'm late again. Damn. No worries, bro. BP said that, damn, that's a crazy amount that he made in his money and left. I mean, do you blame him? My boy put in almost 30K, and he was able to basically 6x his money. I mean, that was a power move right there. That was a power move for sure. Prodigy, what's going on, bro? Maurice said the leader should always take a drink. Yep. I do agree with that. Bitcoin's trying to run. She just ran up to 64.2. Told you guys, it's that no FUD effect. Right when we started going live, she started going crazy. Started shooting up. She had all day the opportunity to do really well, and she waited until we started going live. And that's not a coincidence. I'm telling you, it's not a coincidence. So let's look at a couple projects right now. Even though there are, a lot of things are down technically, Milady's is up 3%. Definitely looking decent. Looking at a couple other projects that I've been kind of keeping my eye on. You guys already know Arbitrum is a big project that I've been kind of keeping my eye on. I've been swaying away from it a little bit just because it's got a big market cap. I'm kind of looking for this little gem, somewhere, amongst some of these projects that have a small market cap that I think is going to be big potential. Obviously, Milady's is always going to be one of them, but I always been telling you guys, Myro is a big one that I'm still going to keep my eye on it. Got my eye on Myro. I really do. And I'm watching the hell out of it, waiting for this opportunity somewhere. Like I said, I put down this spot right here. I'm sticking to it. Anything below this 13-cent mark, and I'm going to be adding, or actually, because I already sold out my Myro at 37 cents, I'm going to be looking to pick up another bag of Myro because I do think that Myro is going to get to $1 eventually. I really do. So that's an easy 10x right there. Let's jump in on some Solana. Let's see what's going on with Solana today. Let's look at some of the top trending. So the top trending for Solana is Quack right now. The one that I just clicked into, believe it or not. It's up 3,000%. Let's see here. It's been out for 2 hours. This thing went on a nice run. Let's see here. RGB up 45%. How long has this been out? For an hour? Not too bad. Free CZ up 4,000% on this one. Look at that beautiful Solana pump. Oof. How do you pronounce this? Nizuko? Nizuko. Definitely went on a nice run. It's down right now. It's out, been out for about 14 hours. Bro, this project's up 50,000%. The hell? It's been out for 8 hours. What is this? Dexana? So Dexana is a cutting-edge Solana platform that empowers users to stay ahead of the curve by providing access to trending insights, top gainers, and newly emerged pairs for trading Solana tokens. Almost like they're using like some kind of bots or something like that. And we've been looking at this project for the last like what week, I feel like. Yeah, it's been out for like a week. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Meneki? Meneki? Definitely went on a nice run. You can see nice little trend though that started on the downward. Doesn't mean it's over with whatsoever, but until this breaks that trend, right? Breaks above the trend and finds some support, we're going to continue this to still be bearish. Market cap is crazy high though. $98 million is a solid project on strictly DeFi. Liquidity over $14 million in liquidity looks great. Gail said, "Did you give up on Helium Mobile?" I never bought in on Helium Mobile. I never bought in on it, but when you guys were asking me, or a couple people were asking me, I was honestly saying that I think it's a solid buy. You guys know that I've said it plenty of times. I had a bunch of helium miners previously at my last condo, and you can only put one miner at each place. I mean, there's a way to get around it with VPN, but you're better off just placing it in different spots around town. Almost like finding hosts, like where you'll kind of pay them. And at a time, it was worth it, but then it became a problem where the rewards, they did something with the rewards like a year and a half, 2 years ago, where you weren't making as much. So I had a bunch of, or not a bunch, but I had a few miners that took absolutely forever to get, but finally I got them. I was a little bit ahead of the curve. I ended up getting it before it actually went like super, super crazy, but it was slowly dying out. So I ended up selling majority of the miners, keeping one of them, and getting back majority of my ROI. Right, I'm not gonna say that I made all my money back because I really didn't. Those miners were expensive. They're like $1,000 each when I bought them. So, but I never really, I never was invested in mobile, the Helium Mobile. When they dropped Helium Mobile recently, I said, I was like, that's a good idea. They already have an infrastructure, kind of out there. And I always compare like Helium Mobile to like Cricket. If you guys are familiar with Cricket, it's a it's a cheap cell phone company where you pay like what, $20 or $30. I think it's like $20 a month when you have basically unlimited, cell phone and text messaging and probably like slower data, right? But it's if someone just isn't a crazy phone enthusiast and they just need, something to get around, solid. And there's a lot of people that are like that. So I think those kind of plans and those mobile services are very appealing to a certain demographic, of people that not necessarily don't want to spend $50 or $60 on the top tier, phones and services. So what I'm getting to out of all this rant is I think Helium Mobile, because they're doing the same thing as like $20 a month, I think that's a solid idea. And I think now down the road, they're going to, if they can survive, think about it. It's like buying in on even Cricket, that's $1 billion company, I think now. You're buying in on a cell phone carrier that's only at $200 million right now. I think that's a solid little move right there, honestly. I really do. And they're traded on Coinbase as well. That's not a bad play. So Lazy was asking me, do I think call can hit 4 zeros and a 1? Where are they at right now? They're at 7 zeros or almost at 6 zeros. That'd be 2 more zeros. That would probably be like another, I think that would be somewhere around another 50 to 100x from where it's at right now. let me see here. So, I mean, if you would think about that, if let's just say a 50x from where they're at right now would put them, that would put them at about a $14 billion market cap. 14 billion. Can they do that? I would never say no, right? I would never say no because anything's possible with crypto. But I mean, that's a big move right there. That's a big move from where they're already at. So do I think they can do that? Like I said, potentially, but I would probably set the bar a little bit less, saying, you know, let's get to that $1 billion market cap first, and then we can maybe talk about, you know, hitting that like 10, 14 billion dollars. Nico said, "What about the dip? Do you mean the project dip, or are you talking about the dip in the market?" Dip's been freaking flying, honestly. Look at this. When we made this fib back here, I don't know when that was, probably a few days ago, they've broke out of that for sure. So you guys already know what I was going to say about dip is they made all-time highs. As long as they can stay above their 236, I think they're going to continue on a nice run. You can see on their way up, before they made all-time highs, they were finding the 236 as support. You see that? They bounced multiple times. Even they broke below, they came right back up. Broke below, came right back up, and they found some support on the 236. So I think that dip might not have a dip anytime soon. They might actually need to change their name to RIP instead of dip. Now they're doing good though. As long as they stay above that 236, I think they're going to continue on a nice run. Market cap's getting up there at 11 million. Liquidity looks great too. MeX, what's going on? And Crypto Tip, what's going on, my Tampa girl? What is going on? Nico said I put about 3K in it in dip. Nice. That's nice, bro. I mean, look at these buys coming in. 13 grand, 6 grand, 4 grand. Bro, Cronos has literally, do you guys remember just a few months ago when I was just preaching? I'm like, bro, Cronos has all the potential to really be a big ecosystem. I was like, but it's ghost town in their DeFi. And I was like, they need to get there needs to be a lot more action on their DeFi. A lot more meme coins need to be built. And man, in the last like month, well, really since Call came out, when Call broke, like what was that, 2 months ago? It's like there's been a lot more action, and you can see we're having steady days now where the volume still relatively small compared to the big guys, but I mean 30, 40, 50 million dollar days for the 24-hour volume is great compared to you go back a week ago and they were just not a week ago. You go back like a month or two ago and they were having $1, $2, $3 million days in volume. They've literally 10, 20x their volume, you know, daily. So I mean, they're killing it for sure, and I'm sure they're happy. Not Call, but Crow. Where is Crow? What's Crow doing nowadays? It's not even up here on the top trending. Wrapped Crow is at 13 cents, so it's holding. It's holding. I'm surprised like MMF hasn't been going crazy yet. And poor Corgi AI has been just slowly bleeding off because all the other meme coins are going crazy. Let me pull up Corgi real quick. I was going to try to pull it up on we have a chart. I think it's on MMF. But poor Corgi's trying to had such a massive run. And you guys can see this thing has been slowly but surely bleeding down as soon as this chart freaking updates. There it is. Look at this. I mean, I'm going to keep an eye on Corgi because, boy, if Corgi drops down to a low market cap, I'm buying in. I'm buying in on Corgi. Right now, it's still relatively, $500 million market cap. Still kind of too big, I feel like, for myself to buy in. But I do think that if this thing could break down, maybe come back down and retest like the 786, somewhere around down here, that would probably bring the market cap to like 200. I think it wouldn't be a bad time to jump in. Nico said I put about 4K in nuts too. Bro, you're nuts. I'm just kidding. How's nuts looking? I don't even know why I asked that. No Diddy, bro. No Diddy. How's this project looking? Prodigy said, wait, pause. I knew you was going to pick up on that. I ain't mean to say it like that. Like, you got to watch out with these damn projects, bro. Like, you don't realize what's how some of the names are. Oh man, don't be like that, bro. I was talking about the damn project, all right? Talking about wait, pause. You pause, man. So I mean, so this project, because I can't even say the name's project, or I get crucified in the chat. But this particular project with the little squirrely, you know, I don't know where you bought in, bro, but if you caught anywhere down here, you're doing pretty well. It looks like it's finding that support. Hold on, we're saying here. Oh, I had it right here. I'm gonna leave this because I like this fib a little bit better. It broke down below our fib, is what it did. This would have been a beautiful buy zone for this project. So, I mean, you can see, I mean, if you were able to catch anything down here on this bottom, obviously you're up like crazy right now. So, but I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's up 20%. Market cap's only at 700,000. So, I mean, some big potential if these Chrono projects continue to run. Miex said, no problem with the audio. Nice. Appreciate that. Gail said, what about Gecko? Bro, no one's brought up Gecko in a while. No one has brought up Gecko in a while. Let me see if we still have our charts for Gecko. I believe this is it. We don't have a chart? Guess I don't have a chart for Gecko. I thought I did. It's been so long since we've looked at this. Am I spelling this shit wrong? Yo, real quick, Gecko, is this? Gail, for Gecko, is this a DeFi project? Let me see. Yeah, I must be spelling it incorrect. I'm just copying what you put down, GH. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. But what's weird is it brought this project over here. Is this the correct project that you were asking about, Gecko Inu? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Eduardo, what's going on, bro? Oh, that's it. Gecko. That's what I'm like, this seems like it's not the right project. That's right. Oh, and yep, it is, let me see here. Bruh. I think I was having this same issue. Is this it right here? $31. Yeah, this is it right here. Yep. Yes, you can see through the fib. We haven't looked at this project in a little while. So market cap, what's crazy is and it's going to be different because on DeFi, it's saying that the market cap's at like 560. But if you look at coin market cap, it says that the market cap is at 264. So but you can obviously see that it's saying that it's been unverified. So I don't know which one's correct necessarily. The prices are a little different as well. But we'll run with DeFi. So you obviously had this beautiful run up you can see top of the fib. Excuse me. But for right now, you can see a trend of it making higher lows. I'm sorry. You can see the trend making, lower highs. I'm sorry. You can see the trend making lower highs as we move. Even though it's not bouncing off this trend, it's still on a downward move for right now. So one thing I will point out, though, is it looks like it might have hit a bottom. It's consolidating sideways finally, right? So you drop down. You found some support. I would say if this is a project that you believe in, I think you guys have possibly found the bottom, because you can see it's tested it multiple times. It's starting to go just consolidating towards the right, really not moving up or down. This wouldn't be a bad time. Or maybe if it does break briefly below this support level at the 31, wouldn't be a bad time to possibly jump in on the project if this is a long-term play for you. Like I said, I haven't heard anyone bring up Gecko in probably a few weeks, maybe the last month or two. But when it was running, there was a lot of people coming in here and asking me about this one, and Brett. Brett was the other one. I saw something where there was something going on with Brett, some kind of issues with Brett. So I haven't heard anybody talking about Brett either. And how coincidental, Brett Byers says thank you. I wasn't talking about you, Brett, though. I wasn't talking about you, bro. But let's look up Brett and see. It's on base, right? The Brett that everybody was talking about. I believe it's on base. What's going on here? What's going on with this chart? Are you guys witnessing this? Am I tripping right now, or is there no chart? What is going on? Maybe reload the screen. I wonder what's going on, but there's like no chart that's pulling up for Brett. That's crazy. I was hearing some like FUD. I don't know if it's FUD or what, but I was hearing something popping up on Brett that it wasn't looking good. But I won't relay the message or anything like that because I can't confirm it. So he said, Brett said you should peep Pharaoh. Guess we'll check it out, bro. Oh, it's on Cronos. This is an old school project, right? Because it looks familiar. No, yeah. Let me see here. I could have sworn this has been out for a little while. Yeah, it has. Pharaoh protocol is a stable swap AMM protocol that allows users to exchange the low slippage and minimum fees and farm tokens by creating more efficient pools consisting of high correlated assets. Not too bad. They've been out for a little while, so I always say, with a lot of these projects, I even think some of the old school projects are going to go on a nice run. This one looks like it went on a nice run. It's obviously kind of coming back down, but I do think down the road this thing will probably come back to life. There goes my boy Justin. Eminem, let's look at Eminem real quick, and then we'll look at the other one, because I know Eminem, I was looking at it earlier when I looked at the new projects that dropped. It was pumping like crazy earlier. Yeah, look at it. It's still up like crazy. What's nuts is like it's not even on the trending, but this thing's up 25,000%. You would think that it would be on the trending. So I mean, this project's it's ran up like crazy. The liquidity is crazy low though. I mean, it's like literally sitting at what our project is, you know. So I mean, not gonna say it looks like a good project, right? I mean, they're definitely coming up. What's crazy is the volume, the liquidity, the volume that's came in is almost $200,000 in volume, but the liquidity is still not even up towards 100,000, which leads me to believe that a lot of people have been just making money off this project, right? They've been, and you can see the swings that have been coming in. So I guess for this project, if you can catch one of these bottom swings, if it plays out the way it's been looking, you can probably make some good gains. So I would say somewhere around this 21, if and when it comes back and retraces that 21, would be a decent decent time to little buy in and just catch a nice little swing on the project. So check that out. And let me see something real quick. I know you have another project that you want to look at, but I want to look at the new pairs for let's see here. So what's this? Push the button. I actually bought in on this a little while ago. I did jump in on this. I didn't buy anything crazy, but I bought in somewhere where it dropped. So we'll see how this plays out on here. Let's see here. What is this? I can't even pronounce that. It looks like a freaking like a fraternity name or a frat, you know. Things up like crazy, and it hasn't retraced at all. This thing's been out for 16 hours, and it doesn't even look like it's retraced one bit. Oh, because there's no freaking, look at this. The volume is at $27. What the hell is going on here? That's crazy. Nothing, no one's even, they added liquidity. The same people have been doing little buys. There's only 2 holders in here. A little sketch. A little sketchy. Liquidity's in there though. That's what's crazy. A little sketchy there. And then we have Eminem right here. And that's pretty much it. I wouldn't go down the list for anything else. Anything else, I'd be very risky. Anything else that's like $8,000 liquidity or lower, I'd be a little bit sketched as far as if I'm going to jump in on any of these projects. I mean, this project doesn't look terrible. It's been out for 7 hours. It's got low liquidity, but I guess this would be one of those risky plays. But it really is not popping up like, you know, like, oh, I need to get this. It's like, eh. Frank's in here trying to start a damn a war. Frank said, "What's getting listed first? What's getting listed first? Binance. Excuse me. What's getting listed on Binance first? Milady or call?" Frank's trying to start a damn fight in here. Sketch, what's going on, bro? We need to get your name green, bro. We need to get that name green. Prodigy, don't be coming in here saying call. All right? Don't come in here saying call. Gail said Pepe 2.0. Alright, let's look at Solana's call real quick. Because supposedly that's been killing it too. Not too bad. Not too shabby, bro. They're coming up on that $1 million market cap. Yeah, we can't do the koala sound in here. You'll see the chat go empty. Yeah, me in here doing koala sounds. Y'all remember that night we looked up what does a koala sound like? I did not think they sounded like that, bro. So let's see here. Gail asks, Gail, what ecosystem Pepe 2.0? I'm guessing, is it Solana? No, let's say it's not Solana. Maybe Ethereum? Nico said this summer I'd buy Ryoshi with knife at least 1 trillion. There you go. Justin over here saying he thinks call is going to get listed first. Justin, boy, don't disrespect me, lady, like that. I mean, I'm a big believer in cult too, but don't do that to me, lady. You gotta have respect for that girl. She's been out here busting her butt, and y'all are turning your back on her already. Come on now. So, who asked about Pepe 2.0? If this is the right one that you're talking about on Ethereum, let's see here. So you can see the spot that I found. Remember we did this. How I found support levels. We covered this on the members only stream on last week. And if you are interested in being interested in learning how to be a better member and interested in getting money, we're about to have an airdrop. Make sure you guys hit that join. Make sure you guys hit that join and become a member. We do have an airdrop coming for members only this weekend, this Saturday, literally like 5 days from now. So you can see I found this support level at around the 42. So I'd say if anything below the 42 is a good buy. And as long as it stays above the 42, we might see a nice little run. It looks like it's bounced. Last time it did this bounce, it went on a nice run, right? So possibly you could be seeing some kind of a run. I don't know if it's going to be running up to all-time highs, but you know, maybe you can make a nice little swing play as far as on one of these bounces. But the market cap and liquidity look decent on the project. Frank said, Crip hodl. It's a little too late for that one, bro. I done sold my soul and missed out on like 80K on call. Oh, Gina, tell me it's not so. Gina, I expected it from anybody else but you, Gina. No, don't tell me you're doing that, Gina. Take it back. Justin said only because calls is a Cronos meme community token and everybody who loves Cronos wants it to excel. Frank, I know, bro. I know. Trust me. And then now I see that Gina is turning her back on Milady for call. For call. That's crazy, Gina. Like I said, I expected like Prodigy to do something like that. You know, something, but not you. Maybe even Randy. But not you, Gina. Oh, you said you're not. All right. Whew. I was going to say, scared me, girl. Scared me. I was going to say it isn't so, Gina. Please. There's Randy. Randy's always hiding somewhere in the shadows. I see you, bro. I see you, Brody. I see you, man. All right, so let's just do a recap. So we got big things coming this week. We have the FOMC meeting coming up on Wednesday. I think that's really what's kind of weighing the markets down right now. It's going to be, honestly, I think we're just going to kind of chop. We have the ETFs that I think is going to be a big deal for Hong Kong and China. I think that's going to be a big deal. I really do. I think that it's going to be a big deal. They're going to be getting released. I think the article said in the next few days they're going to be getting released. So we'll have to stay tuned. Obviously, we'll monitor that. But hopefully that's going to be a big catalyst for, you know, some momentum for some buyers inflow coming in on for Bitcoin. And obviously that will trickle over to alts. So I do think that this week it's going to be a roller coaster ride. I really do. I think that we're going to see some choppiness from the FOMC meeting, which is going to be on Wednesday. ETFs drops. You guys saw the article. They're saying that it could be something bigger than even what happened here in the States as far as our ETF drop. So like I've been telling you guys from the get, the potential is there for those ETFs because you have a whole untapped class of people that are looking to get into investments, something that's not involved in their government or their country, something that's not involved in any one country, right? And that's going to be crypto. No one country is really running the show when you come to crypto. It's basically, it's a free all out there as far as the Wild West. So, hopefully we can see a lot of inflows coming in on those ETFs, and we can definitely see a nice run up for that. So we'll see how that goes. But other than that, guys, for Milady particularly, I am watching her. I'm going to be, like I keep telling you guys every night, I'm about to jump in. I really am right now. I want to see her drop back down to at least these levels that we were at earlier, somewhere around the lower 16s, and I'm just going to buy my bag back in. What makes me happy even right now is that I'm going to be getting a 25, maybe even 30% more off the same liquidity that I was using. So definitely going to be doing that here probably tonight or tomorrow. We'll see how it works. I've been kind of waiting to get closer towards the FOMC meeting, but I definitely don't want to miss out on any kind of pump that we might see. So definitely going to load my bags back up. Other than that, guys, check out the pinned website that I have. Get yourself some NFTs for No FUD Koala. Support the channel, support the project. We're going to the moon. Anything that you guys do buy, obviously you're going to have ownership of your ETFs. Down the road, you guys can sell them and make some money off of them. And like I said, any money that we make off of No FUD Koala NFTs is going straight into our project. You hear that, Prodigy? It's going straight into that project. So it's a win-win for all of us. Make sure you guys hit the join button, because we are having a airdrop this weekend for all members only. We're gonna have a big airdrop, so make sure you guys hit that join button, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit it all. Just go through and just hit it all at once, right? But other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys coming tonight. I enjoyed myself. Even in a market today that wasn't doing the best, we had a great stream. We're going to keep this running. We're going to keep the positive vibes. We'll be back here tomorrow at the same time. I thank each and every one of you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see each and every one of you guys tomorrow at the same time. All right, guys? Again, thank you so much. See you guys later.